Hello everybody, Legend for Life Chaotic here, bringing you guys a brand new video. So I got some more fan mail in recently. This is again from Stephen Norville, which, by the way guys, shout outs to him. He runs an awesome eBay page selling all sorts of cool stuff. And if you guys want to send me in fan mail in as well, I am going to be opening up a P.O. box on Monday. I'm currently recording this on Saturday. I'm probably going to upload this on Monday. And I'll leave like in the description of every video from here on out will have the address for the P.O. box in there. And if you want to send me anything, or if you want me to sign cards for you, go ahead and send them in and I'll get them signed, send them back. Or if you guys want to just send in cool stuff, and hey, if there's enough, I'll do fan mail openings and stuff. Because I've been getting a surprising amount of requests for that, and you know, I don't want to give out my address to a million places. The big reason why Norville has mine is because, well, I bought from him before, and yeah. But anyways, so he sent me this in. Technically speaking, it is the box for a Turn of the Tide booster thingy, but it's I texted him like, hey, thank you for the booster box, for like the booster packs and stuff. And he's like, oh, it's not a booster box, like packs in there. So I don't know, and I'm not flipping it over all the way because that has my address and his address on there, and I don't want to dox each other, so that's not good. So let's get this open. Let's open this from the. Gonna try and cut out my, well, oh, I don't have to worry about my address too much. Oh wait, no I do, it's on the same side. Darn it. Ever since I lost my knife, this is so much harder. I'm using scissors and it's not pleasant. I have no idea what's in here, and that's like really exciting. Okay, so let's try. There we go, heck yeah. Okay, and now, okay. So I managed to get it open with, well, I managed to rip off our addresses. So, let's see what's inside. Oh my god. Is this in direct response to like my reaction video of it coming out? Oh my god. It's a little KR figure. I've seen these on eBay all the time. It's a little KR figure. These are so cool. There was a bunch of little figures, or at least for Chaotic. No stand, which kind of sucks, but oh well. I'll figure out a way to make him stand up, because without a stand, he actually stands pretty good without a stand. So that's so cool. It's a little KR. I love it. And he's like doing his pose from the original card art. That's so cool. And I can't help but think this is in direct response to my video where I freaked out because, you know, the Chaotic coming back and everything. It's like, oh, there's a little Atropole figure, and I was like, oh, I really want one of those. Or I think I said I really want a KR figure, and thank you, Norville. That is awesome. I love it. That is so cool. God, now if I had a Blastotam figure, that'd be great. And then we got a Silent Sands box in here, maybe? Oh, okay, so he has some packs opened up. If you guys haven't like watched my previous video, Silent Sands is my favorite set. It just flat out is. It was the most recent set whenever I first like got into Chaotic. It was my first or second pack, and I could open up Silent Sand boxes for days. I love Silent Sands. The only reason I don't actually go out and buy it is because I have a tendency to pull buttloads of Fivarf. Okay, I have probably a good like 15 Vivarf, okay, and Vivarf is the absolute worst super rare ever printed in a card game, period, okay? Garbage stats, well, the only thing going for him is that he's untargetable. That's the only thing going for him, but he only reduces recklessness by 5, and then he has garbage stats, so if by some unfortunality you do have to fight him, oh hey, guess what, I mean, you do have to fight using with him, oh, it's not even going to be a challenge. Like, Okay, so these are just the 3 I keep in my binder. Okay, luckily I had my binder right next to me. Oh, and he's got 2 music counters. Okay, so that's 2 good things about him. He has 2 music counters, and he's untargetable. But other than that, no elements, and he's garbage stat line. Okay, I somehow have one that's almost perfect 20s down the way on his stats. That's hilarious. Oh god, it's like 20, 20, 20, 25. Darn it. Could have gone for a perfect 20. So it looks like he's opened a few packs already. Knowing my luck, that's probably the ones that came with the Ultras, but hey, you know, it's his packs, and he's doing this for me. Thank you so much for this, Norval. And again, guys, this should be going up on Monday, and I should have my P.O. box set up and everything. So if you want to send me anything, it can be anything. It doesn't have to be packs. Don't feel obligated to do anything for me. It's just something that I really do appreciate from you guys. And I've been getting a lot more and more requests for it. So then obviously I don't want to throw around my address everywhere. God. So let's go ahead and open these up. You know, let's have Kaor judging the Mepedium pack, because, you know, it's the Mepedium pack. Let's see what we get out of here. Honestly, I'd be very surprised if I... Wait, what? Oh, this is Donna Perim! I was so confused. This is Donna Perim. I was like, oh, this is... okay, so I guess this is a mix of a little bit of everything. Cool. That's actually, like, really cool. Thank you, dude. I thought it was just a bunch of random Silent Sands packs. Thank you. Okay, cool. So we got Odu Bathax, which, by the way, Odu Bathax. That's, like, the coolest name ever. One of these days, I'm going to name a character in an RPG after him. Odu Bathax. How cool of a name is that? Not only he was a bit better. I'm sure for original Danians he wasn't that bad, but nowadays not so much. Incinerate, still a pretty good card in my opinion. It's just one of those, oh, you lose the element, but it's 10 damage. Velrif, I've always kind of liked his art, but I mean, for Oat, there's not much good in Dawn of Perim anymore. It really sucks. Ember Force, speaking of good cards, that's a really good card. Kaibon, the original Kaibon, love his artwork, he's so cool. Trills of Diminution, I think I pronounced that right. Target engaged creature loses all abilities until end of turn. How cool would it be if I like pulled a Maxor? I actually don't have a Maxor, the original one. I used to, but I traded them off for something. I can't remember what. Staff of Wisdom, pretty cool card. Gespidin and Formicidor. Again, some really cool names here. Hive. Oh wow, that's some weird looking printing on those. Huh. Okay, we got another Dawn of Perim pack. Oh my god, this one looks like it's been taped shut. Holy crap. Like somebody like opened it up, probably grabbed a hollow out of it, like it's been scaled or something. That's a bit concerning. I've always heard that it's really hard to scale chaotic packs, but that's a bit annoying. So if you guys don't know what scaling is, a lot of the times foil cards weigh more than non-foil cards. So what people will do is they'll go and take loose booster packs with a super sensitive scale or weight and weigh it and compare it to other ones, and they'll just buy all the heavy ones and get all the foils that way. I hate people who do that. It's really scummy. I got 2 rares in this one. That is interesting, which just further implements the idea that that was scaled at one point, but oh well. So we got a Bluegon and a Gothos Tower, which, by the way, Bluegon gives some very interesting flavor text. He mentions the Frozen. The Frozen, if you guys don't know, was the 6 tribe in Chaotic. In the original version of Chaotic Now or Never, they only got like 3 or so cards in relation to them, and they weren't actual creatures. They were like battle gear and stuff referencing them. All that we do know about the Frozen is that they're a matriarchal society living somewhere deep in the Arctic Ridge. So it'll be very interesting when Chaotic comes back, if we do get to the Frozen and we do get to see them. It's been a very hotly talked thing about Chaotic, and I would love to get to see what they're all about and get to see their queen. It'd be very cool. Gothos Tower. Rust Toxic, another good card. Oh, looks like we got something that's damaged over here. Hota. Wow, he's a straight up no effect. 25 energy, fire. God, such a garbage Danian. Galen. Slurk, I was hoping that since he was kind of bent, it was like hollow, but oh well. Slurk is a pretty cool card. He's actually relatively decent for Dawn of Perim Overworld, Earth and Water, so, and I mean, the only thing is no effect, so oh well. A lot of Dawn of Perim stuff did not age well. Shad, I remember when I got the trial decks, whenever I first logged in, I went with the Mepedian one, and Jad was like one of my favorites. Him and Kwon were so cool. Song of True Sight. Target creature loses all invisibility abilities until the end of turn. That's actually like really mean for certain Mepedian builds. Got another, this one's also been taped shut. What the hell? I don't know if Norval caught this or not, but okay, let's go. So we got a Lava Pond. Lava Pond is pretty cool. I actually don't have any of this, so that's pretty nice having. Power Pulse, another really good attack. Doors of the Deep Mines, really good location overall. Frafto, Carrick, Mikleon, Shad. Okay, another Dawn of Perim pack that has also been taped shut. Okay, that... Oh, God. I know Dawn of Perim's, like, getting really low. Oh! 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 Oh, my God. Okay. Maybe they're not scaled, because holy crap, guys, we just pulled a Stronghold Morn. This, I believe, is an ultra rare, because first printings of Dawn of Perim did not say if they were ultra or super, if I remember correctly. And Stronghold Morn is such an interesting location. At the beginning of combat, both engaged creatures gain all 4 elements. And then initiative is speed. This is such a cool location. I've never... Oh my god. I actually am happy about pulling an ultra rare location. I'm normally not. That is cool. I love it. Beautiful card artwork too. Spectral viewers. You know, if only these were as good as they were in the cartoon. In the cartoon, I believe they specifically state that because of how the Mepedians work and how, oh, they can turn invisible and stuff, and how invisibility worked in the show, you could equip the spectral viewers in addition to your normal battle gear. But obviously that doesn't work for a real game, but oh well. Phobia Mask. I remember using that card a lot as a kid. Another Velriff. Ember Force. Can never have too many of those. Torrent of Flame, another good card. Ghoul. I think Ghoul is supposed to have like the lowest minimum wisdom or something in a game. And then like another one of Von Blut's minions is supposed to have like the lowest like courage or something like that. Next up, so let's open up a Silent Sand, see what we get. I swear to God, if it's a Fivarf, I'm gonna be mad. Okay, so Silent Sands, we got a Lightning Canister. And Airy, I love the old school War Beasts. I mean, yeah, most of them kind of didn't age well. I mean, actually, I would argue that all except for Titanics aged pretty well. Airy is pretty good if you don't have Ninrin. He does basically the same thing, but as air. I mean, actually, yeah, he's basically the same thing as Ninrin, in all honesty. But Ninrin has objectively better stats. So if you don't have a Ninrin, Airy's actually not that half bad. Blazitan's still a really good card. Uberon is still a really good card in my opinion. But Titanics did not age well at all. And he has Intimidate 50 for 2 stats and he's still not good. Force Strike, Mind Strike, Rhyme of the Reckless. You can never have too many of that stupid good card. And then we got another, we got a super here. War Beast Power Release. I actually only had one of these, and having 2 is pretty nice for my War Beast decks, so I'm pretty happy about that. That's a really good card as well. Hey, speaking of the devil for Titanics, it sucks too, because this is like my favorite War Beast other than Blazitan as a kid. Partly because I was like obsessed with the Tremors movies, and this thing's basically a giant graboid. And it's so cool. I love his design, and it's just so cool. And he's got good stats too. Well, okay stats. I remember his HP being better, but oh well. But Courage 50 and Intimidate, Courage, and Speed 50 for each of those, that is mean. The only thing is he has no elements, which makes him not particularly good in any particular War Beast deck. And even then, if you want to play him in like a Core deck, where you don't play many element things, because Core doesn't have elements if I remember correctly, you have better options like Ninrin and stuff. So Titanics just isn't as good as I would really like him to be. As awesome as he is, like he looks so cool. Okay, and then we got another Donna Perim pack. As far as I can tell, this is probably our last one. Unless there's like another one buried somewhere. Oh, another hollow. What the hell? I hope to God my luck continues in the future. So we got Song of the Mandiblor. I've never actually seen this card before. Holy crap. It's a Danian music. Target creature gains 5 courage, power, wisdom, and speed for each Danian in play until the end of the turn. Wow, so it's basically a better Fortissimo. That's not bad. I like that. Sleep Sting. I remember using this card a lot as a kid. It was so good. Song of Resistance. Keban. Malvadine. Loved that card as a kid. Uro. Scottalass. I love the names. Oh my god. Ravenel Ridge. The Mower Cycle. I love it. Ah, god, gotta reshift my legs. I am sitting cross-legged on the floor and I'm cutting off the circulation to my left leg. Alrighty, so let's get back to Silent Sands. How cool it'd be if I pulled a Blaziken. I already have a Blaziken with basically max stats, but still. We got Atropole, another one of Von Blut's minions. You can always tell if it's one of Von Blut's followers because they usually have Earth and lesser stats. Entropy Modulator. A Cult, which is literally cold in like Ukrainian or something like that. I can't remember. Somebody told me that it's literally just cold in one of the like Ukrainian or one of those like older like Nordic languages that I can't remember. Song of the Dyad. I'm sure I'm probably offending somebody. I'm sorry. Dexterous Storm. Cemetery Slam. Hey, I was actually looking for another one of these. I lost another copy of mine. Rasnus. Assimilated. Really cool card. It's really funny how he got demoted from a super rare to a rare whenever he got assimilated. I don't remember which one's better. Basically... Okay, so if you cast a music, the alien creatures you control may not be the target or music, may not be the target of music or abilities until the end of this turn. This ability can only be used once per turn. So it's nice, I guess. You can just basically prevent your stuff from being targeted. He's kind of cool. I remember, I think his non-assimilated one lets you play like Danian music or something. I can't remember. I don't have the old school Rasnus, otherwise I'd be able to tell you. Let's see here, Sand. Strain of Clarity, some other cool cards. Let's go with another Silent Sands. Love Silent Sands so much. Let's see here, Ravita Flower. I love this battle gear so much. You just get 2 music counters on your. You just basically sack it off, get 2 music counters on your Conjurer, which is really good for certain conjurers. You still would rather probably play Mepedian's Baldeer Flute, but I still love this card too. It's just so nice. Naina. Doesn't she get brainwashed? I can't remember. Force Strike, Mind Strike, another Cemetery Slam. Hey, we got a super. Okalex. Okalex is pretty cool. I think I have one of these guys already. When a creature you control gains a music counter, flip target face up, battle gear face down. There's a lot of really mean combos you can do with this card, and it's also just pretty good against certain decks. Which when a creature you control gains a music counter, and he just happens to be water. Fluid Morphers, yay! I don't think there are any Fluid Morphers that are not loyal, if I remember right. Oh god, I remember this card. Loban. I hated this card as a kid solely because I was so hyped because I remember in like back in the day, online, every Wednesday, if you played like 3 or 4 duels, I can't remember, you didn't have to win, you just had to play. If you played 3 or 4 duels, you would get a free card like by the end of the week. And Loban was like the first one. I thought it was so cool. I was like, oh, that's so cool, you get a free card. And that's how I got a lot of my cards as a kid. And now like, oh, this card's just not particularly good. So you use a music counter on him. For each music counter on Loban, choose Fireproof 10, Airproof 10, Earthproof 10, or Waterproof 10. Target creature gains the chosen abilities until the end of this turn. This ability can only be used once per turn. So it is nice that you can basically give one of your creatures Waterproof and Fireproof, or any combination of those. This thing's supposed to be like the anti-Avatar, which I think is kind of funny, but it's just not particularly good, and I don't like him. Oh wow, Echoes of Empty Hands. That's mean. I love it. Oh yeah, sure. You gain 10 energy, but I get to pop all your battle gear. I love how it expressly says all battle gear. Like there's an ability to like get more than one battle gear on a creature. I don't think there is, but Cult, Dramessi, the Void Dirge, Rapulsak, the Ocean with no water. I actually have some theories about this, because think about it. Does Rapulsak sound like a Mepedian name? To me, that sounds like it's a Marillion name. And, you know, it's called the Ocean with no water. So it's implied that it's a dried up ocean. And as we know, the Mepedian Desert, there used to be an ocean, and it used to have a whole lot of water, and it used to be the Mepedian Tropics. So my theory is that this used to be one of the, and actually, I believe I remember reading somewhere that all the footholds that the 4 commanders take over, Rapulsak, the Lava Pond, Riverlands, and the, I forget what it's called, but the underwater place that the Danians use for water, I can't remember. But basically that those were all like places that the Marillions used to live in until they were driven out back in the day. I don't know if that's true or not, and I can't remember where I read it, but it's an interesting thing, because especially since the Marillions were so like heavy wanting to keep Rapulsak, that really makes me think that this used to be one of their main homes before they were driven into the deep mines. Very interesting though. We got Victarsu. I love this card just purely for his artwork. I have so many of them, it's not even funny. We got another Rime of the Reckless, Hunter's Lure, Stupefying Tide. I always love that name. Vile. Let's see here. I love it how like the same pack set can have different artwork. That's always been something I really like. Alrighty. Atropole. Entropy Modulator. Force Strike. Mind Strike. White Todd. I think this card was pretty good. Sacrifice White Todd. Choose a new target for target music, which only targets a single creature. Okay, never mind. He's not good. We got another Okalex. That's funny. Oh, God. Kind of funny how it's the Mepedian set, and I've pulled basically all overworld supers out of it. I mean, okay, we did get the 1 power leash, which is pretty cool. I'm still like ecstatic over that Stronghold Morn. That's really nice. Let's see here. Melky, MacBannon, Mepedian Dew Farm, Enlightened Tenacity, Heptad's Crown, love it. Reckless Reproach. Gonna get into a lot of doubles now, I feel. Alrighty. I don't even remember what other ultras were in this set other than Blazitan and I think Iparu Jungle. Those are the only 2 I remember. Song of the Dyad, Dexterous Storm, Song of Desperation, and Fog Cloud. What does this do? Oh, Rot Cloud. Okay. It's a 3-drop, 10 damage. If the opposing engaged creature has elemental type air, deal 5 damage. If the opposing engaged creature has earth, deal 5 damage. So it does more damage based on what your opponent has. Not particularly too keen on that. Cards that generally rely on what your opponent's doing isn't that great, I feel. Unless like it's something you can feel pretty confident about. But like my biggest issue is that there's a lot of